Welcome to Elvis Fans Matter, question and answers, and glad to have all of you tune in. And we're going to start off with our question and let it end with one little question. Now I'm always kidding around, y'all know that. Here we go.
All right. And I had it right there. Do Billy and Joe show things they have that Elvis gave? I know that would be a new video, but do y'all have anything that he gave you that
we do sometimes?
He never did give us nothing.
He gave us everything. We do. We still have quite a few things. Billy has toys. I have like my clock and little personal things and that we don't show, and several things. We had some things at the museum for a while, at the the famous museum, but we don't show them a whole lot, unless it's just something. We don't have a lot of company, and I don't know, we're just kind of weird. We're just like private people. We like to go out and see a lot of people, and we talk about stuff and show things there, and a lot of, when we go. But at home, it's just, we're just used to being just us. And how did I get into all that?
I don't know.
But we don't show it on video a lot. And
She ain't all here.
I'm not.
I left part of her back
in San Francisco. But we do have some things, yeah.
Okay. Was there ever a pool table in the music room?
In the music room?
I don't remember. I was going to say I don't remember.
Excuse me. And this is from our good friend Kyle Slingo.
Kyle.
Oh, okay. No, Cal, there was never a pool table in the music room. The pool table was always down
in the
lower section, and right next to the TV room, right across from the TV room.
Yeah, and you know.
And if you've been to Graceland, you know what.
Yeah, I don't know why, but when we did that book and they took my story of when I first met Elvis, for some reason they put that I said we went upstairs to something about the pool, and the pool table ever since I have ever been to Graceland was downstairs.
Well, why did you say you were upstairs?
I think they printed it wrong.
You reckon?
Yeah.
They had to.
They had to, because I didn't.
Never was.
No.
One upstairs or anywhere else except, like I say, in the pool room.
Okay. We had some comments, and there's a question from it. We had comments on one of our posts. I had a post asking to send questions. That's where these came from. But it says, was it true that Elvis didn't like to take showers? I think somebody has taken a comment from one instance and turned it into, I think it was something where Papa or somebody said something about his bath or something, and he said, if you like it so well, you get in it.
Yeah.
And it's been turned into
like he didn't have good hygiene.
He didn't have good hygiene. No.
Yes. He had a shower in his bathroom. He preferred showers over bathtubs.
Okay.
It was quicker, and everything for him. He liked.
Yeah, he had one down in the racquetball building, which was also a steam room.
Yeah.
And he had a jacuzzi down there that every once in a while he would use. Elvis had good hygiene. I mean, he wasn't,
He was very ticky and
about his appearance, and so I don't know where that come from or how it got started, but that's just kind of silly,
He did try on different things. Anything that came out new and he thought it was really something, he would try, like, you know, the you know what I'm getting into, the Nullo pills that started out. Somebody told him about them out in California, but that didn't last very long, and he didn't.
No.
He didn't.
What were they supposed to do? Like
Stop
like
perspiration or yeah. It didn't. It was not something to take that you and breath and stuff like that.
Okay, I got you.
There was
It
not
just like a
anything-
fad that went
Yeah,
through. That
it
didn't-
wasn't anything that where you didn't take a bath or you
Yeah.
didn't take a.
I think too. What got the conversation started was somebody brought up that the last morning, I'll say morning, it was overnight.
Yeah.
The last night and morning that y'all were playing racquetball, it was said that Papa washed Elvis's hair, and then they were going to bed, and they said, well, they can't believe he had been sweating and all of that and was going to bed with his girlfriend without taking a shower. I mean, it was never said here nor there whether y'all
We don't know if he did or
didn't
not.
say that he didn't, but Papa...
Well, I'd wash and dry his hair, and then he would take a shower, but he wouldn't get his hair.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
because he did not like.
In
His hair
fact, he
wet.
would wash his face and all,
Yeah.
basically with Neutrogena soap.
Yeah.
That was his favorite. And,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
he
Okay.
always-
So, well, that cleared that.
Yeah, he took a bath. I mean, it wasn't like I dried his hair and he went to bed smelling.
And that's,
a goat.
again, it was one of those things where somebody brought it up, and I mean, they were kind of going back and forth on the
Well, whoever
post.
brought it up shouldn't have brought it up.
Well, a lot of things are being brought up now because of different movies and anything to down him or to anything like that.
Oh, don't get me started on
I know,
that. 'Cause things just come up.
That is ridiculous. To think they didn't have the nerve to do all this when he was alive, and and
All right, next question. Before I get
let's
real angry.
see.
I got up in an angry mood.
No.
today.
angry.
I think Joe's the cause of it. No.
Let's see. This one says, did Elvis drink from the handle side of his cup? That it's been mentioned in an interview by Priscilla before that he drank from the handle side. Did he have a particular way he held us a mug, I guess, or a
He
cup?
drank from the handle side like that?
No, she's
No.
saying that he wouldn't drink from either side because people may have drank from that side of the cup. I've done that
God,
before.
no.
He drank from at home. He drank from any side he wanted to.
Yeah,
He may have at one time. I know I have.
You mean like going out somewhere?
Yeah,
just
like
kind of
especially if
paranoid?
you're out.
He
you know.
liable to, right.
But he
I
didn't
got
go
you.
out that much.
I got you.
You know what I'm talking about? Like I do.
Do not the common side, just because he didn't
not
want.
the
Okay.
common side
I
that
got
they would
you.
drink on the left or the right, but where the handle is, turn that up.
I got
And
you.
most of the time he had sippy cups.
Yeah, we sipped.
I'm gonna kind of move around. Here's one, and I mean it may be one that's personal and you don't want to answer, but it says Billy said on All the King's Men that you guys were in Florida in '77, and you and Elvis went and visited a doctor there, and they've asked, can you tell what kind of doctor or why or what was the reason, or was it personal?
He went to, we flew back to Memphis.
They flew back. That's what I was going to say. I thought
And
we were in Jacksonville.
to see a doctor about his toe. And because he had a
Ingrown.
partially ingrown toenail, and it was bothering him.
Mm-hmm.
So we flew back to Memphis for that. And
Was that to Dr. Gold? Did he go to, or did?
no, I don't. This was a foot doctor. I don't remember his name, but
But you didn't see a doctor in Florida in '77.
No.
You were in Florida, came back to Memphis, and then went back
They
to Florida.
did. Billy.
Okay.
Elvis and a
This
couple of
doctor
other
had
guys.
treated him once before.
Okay, so
Yeah.
y'all left, flew back up, and then went on about
And
your
then
business
came
and
back
to
before
they're
Jacksonville.
back.
before the show.
Gotcha. Okay. Other than 1977, what other tours did you two go on?
Prior to 77.
75.
Well,
76,
75, late 75 to
76.
77, we traveled
Gotcha.
quite a bit. Now, we didn't go, in 75, we didn't go
Every tour.
Every
tour.
every tour.
And a couple of, in 76, because
We lived at Graceland, and Billy,
kids in school and all that. And
Now,
Joe, said, told him once before that, that
I wasn't going to move up there if he started trying to get Billy to take off and go somewhere,
and just not long after that, he laid the Elvis charm on Joe. And next thing I knew, we
were packing.
y'all were packed
back
up.
going.
Yeah, but let me tell you what he did. When he said he bought that trailer, and he said, I really want you to be up here. And I think Linda had a lot to do with that, because she said, well, you have the trailer, and if you, that would be perfect, because it was a huge, big double wide. And
She
so-
never said she did, but I think
she did too. I
had
think
lots
she
to
said
do.
suggested it to him, or gave him the. So he proposed that to us, and I said, well, I don't want to have a lot of restrictions for my kids. And he said they will have the run of Graceland, whatever they want to do, swimming, play pool, downstairs, whatever. I promise. And I said, well, I don't mean for them, just take advantage, but I don't want, I don't want any problems with anything like that. And
Originally, he was going to buy us a house
next to
Right.
Graceland.
next to Graceland and all, and then he got thinking about the trailer. Or Linda probably mentioned something to
Yeah,
him about it. I'm sure. And
So the
anyway,
trailer was on the grounds, but where was the house actually at?
well,
in
we-
the subdivision
in the subdivision
next to
Next
Graceland,
to Graceland.
yeah.
Is it still there? That
I don't know,
subdivision?
I guess, yeah,
I'm
it's
pretty sure
it's
it is. Yeah, but
the one next to Graceland, but my eye keep bothering. But anyway, he said, I bring me a Bible. Bring me a Bible. I said, that's not necessary. He said, bring me a Bible. I will swear on the Bible that I will not try to get Billy to go tour with me.
and
he
his
did.
buddy, yeah, boy.
He did, and he said, I just want y'all to
Excuse me.
know that I want you safe. I want you here, close to me. I need Billy. I just want him close, and I want y'all to be safe. And Danny and Joey, he said, can play. They have all the room in the world. And I said, okay. I said, okay, if, we got that understanding. And I said, and what about, I said, what about your daddy and Delta? And he said, I own Graceland, not my daddy. And he said, and Delta's up here by the grace of Elvis. and I said, well, I didn't, he said, why, has she ever done anything or hurt your feelings? Or I said, oh, no.
Well, that's what I was going to ask.
But she was kind of grumpy like, and I didn't want her to be, and especially when Lisa was there, the kids would go inside and Lottie would fix some sandwiches, and he said no, he would never do that. He would not allow anybody. So I said okay, and the very next day he called out there and said, hey Billy, get ready, we're going to Nashville. And Billy said, wait a minute, you just got through promising Joe that you would not do that. And
Well, in his defense, it was in the same state.
yeah. And he said, well, no, we're just going to go up there and come back. So he asked me, and I said, well, yeah, that if you're, that's fine. So Billy, he said, go out at the house and just, relax, and we won't be gone that long. He said, just go out of the house and relax. It was just the guys going, and relax and have some coffee or have the cook to fix you anything. So I did. I thought, well, I'll do this. So they flew to Nashville, and when they got up there, he decided they were going to go to Palm Springs.
Yeah.
And Billy said, wait a minute. And all the guys were going, oh no, Billy, if you say you're not going to go, he'll go back home. He won't go. And he said, they were begging Billy to say, no, I can't, I can't go. So Billy said, he said, I just got through promising, and you swore on the Bible. And he said, fine, we'll go home. We'll just go back to Memphis, fine. So they did. He wasn't real happy, but they came back, and all the guys were glad that they didn't go on to Palm Springs.
Yeah, when we moved up there, he said, look, he said, I've always felt like this was your home too, because you moved here with us, and I've always kind of felt like that, you needed to be here on Graceland with me.
You belong here.
And so.
And
but that was probably a real good butter up,
No, but he was.
I kind of think he meant it.
He was good at buttering up, but you could really tell too when he was sincere.
Yeah.
I know. I got a butter up one time, but I didn't care because I loved it. He called me one night. We were getting ready. No, he was not going out that night, and Billy had gotten ready and gone out to Graceland to sit with him for a while. And he called me, and I answered the phone. Elvis called, and I answered the phone, and he said, "Joe, it's me, Elvis." I said, I know it's who you are. I know it's you. And he said, I got something I want to do for you, and it just especially for you. And I said, okay. And so he had somebody hold the phone, and he sang the whole song, the whole way through, Danny Boy. And when he got through, I said, oh my God, that was beautiful. I'd give anything if I could have recorded it.
Yeah.
It was, he just sang it with no music, nothing, just sang the whole song to me. And I said, Elvis, that was beautiful. I said, I don't have words. I'm speechless. He said, well, I just wanted to do it especially for you. And he said, I'm not feeling real good tonight. And I thought, uh-oh. I said, well, I'm sorry. What's wrong? And he said, I don't know. He said, I'm just in one of those moods. He said, would you mind very much if Billy spent the night with me out here tonight? And I said, okay. After that performance, okay. But that's the way he would do. That was his way, and he just, But he was funny as all get out. He, the approach when he started, you knew what was coming, but he just, and you couldn't help but, in the back of your mind, you knew what was coming. But that was just Elvis. That was his way.
That was him.
He'd come down and he'd say, he would call me Josephine, which is not my name. It's Joe, but he would sing "Hello, Josephine," and he'd say, "Come, give me a bear hug," and he'd give me a big old bear hug, just about squeeze the breath out of me. But he was a card, and living up there, like you said, that was one of the best times of our life. When Elvis was there, that was a wonderful, beautiful place to live. It was so peaceful and home. When we'd come back off of a tour with him, it was like home. When you came through those gates, it was home.
It was.
I didn't mean to ramble on, but
no,
go ahead.
Next question. We know that Elvis did not go on any tours in Europe or overseas, but did he ever mention visiting Europe on a holiday or vacation? Just as a trip, not for any type of promotion, not for any type of, not for work or.
No, I don't think he ever really.
I don't know
He
if he
wanted
was
to-
he loved Hawaii. That's what.
Yeah. Well, he didn't. I don't think he. I
the
think
country.
he didn't. He couldn't tour. Then he wouldn't.
He didn't want a vacation
want a
if he couldn't
vacation.
tour.
Right, okay. Nothing against Europe at all.
No.
He
He
wanted-
wanted so bad.
he wanted-
He wanted to tour it.
Yeah.
But he had no plans that you know of a vacation to
No.
London or a vacation
Well, he
to Paris.
probably would
or
have. If it was touring, he would have probably made that.
made it like
Yeah.
a vacation.
Because
Right.
you'd have to have a little time in between.
Moving from
Country.
And that
Places.
was Colonel's doing though, right? To not have him go out of the country.
Hemi Baba. Yeah, that was.
Got to get
Carl's
my
doing.
dog or she'll interrupt everything.
Got one on the floor and one on the side. There you go, girl. Uh-oh, there goes Wanga
I
now.
didn't know a dog would ever come between us. All right.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna do one or two more here, and then we will move on. How did Elvis learn to play piano? He was self-taught, wasn't he?
Went mostly with his fingers.
He played with his toes.
Ever I see him take it and he threw his nose down. Now, piano player, different piano players that would show him, certain things, Floyd Kramer.
He played the organ too.
Yeah.
Wonka,
well,
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's similar, but he
Wonka.
did. He played
and
his Wanga.
Yeah. Hey.
and I don't know, to be honest with you, who all taught him to play the piano.
But he
Elvis-
didn't actually have
Elvis
like
learned
lessons or
quick.
anything.
No.
No.
I mean, he could pick up by
Yeah.
ear. All right.
And got where he could play pretty darn good, too.
That's pulling it.
Let's see. I think we'll do this as the last question for this video because we have several questions that came in. Did Elvis attend Bobby Jean? The cousin was it Bobby Jean?
Bobby Jane.
Bobby Jane. Okay, and that's what I thought, but somebody had Bobby Jean, so it wasn't his cousin Bobby Jane. Did he attend Bobby Jane's funeral?
No, we
No,
were
we were on
You were on
tour.
tour.
and had to keep it from him
We were in.
till the next night.
He was
because,
playing at the Omni, right? In Atlanta. I'm thinking when she passed away.
I'll be honest with
I'm
you,
not sure.
Don't remember for
But
sure.
I remember
Yeah.
having to keep it from him.
Yeah, he, we didn't want to.
Have him upset
Have
for
him
the
upset.
show.
Yeah,
so
for his
we-
show.
We waited till after that show and then told him.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that will probably wrap this video up on questions. But I know
We're
you
gonna
had.
wrap
We want to
up the
say,
camera, right?
I wanted to say, thank everybody that came to Dakota's fight and supported him. We had a great time. Saw a lot of people. I'm not even going to start to name because I know I'll forget somebody. And I thank every one of you for coming.
Yeah.
And Dakota, unfortunately, did not win the fight. He got caught in a mistake, but he learned from it. And we just thank everybody. And my Christmas earrings, these are from Dakota. When he was in second grade, they made them at school, and for their grandmothers and mothers or whoever. And he made these for me, so I wear them every Christmas. And I have to show this. This is one of the most beautiful things I have ever seen. Nicole
Lujan.
Lujan.
Well, Lujan Ryder.
That is so pretty,
Yeah.
and it also
Beautiful.
I love manger scenes, and it also plays music, Christmas songs. That is so beautiful.
pretty.
And thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. She sent me one
Yeah.
too, and I have it.
I've never
set out.
seen one like that, and it's just,
It is.
it's
It's very
beautiful.
pretty.
It is.
It catches the light just right, and it's really
Yes,
pretty.
and
It
it's
is.
it's like a snow globe. I love snow globes, but that is so pretty.
And with that, I guess we better wrap this one up until the next one. And just want to say, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Keep our videos going.
Keep Elvis going.
Keep Elvis going. That's the main thing. Is why we do them. Is to keep
Keep
his legacy going as long as
and don't fall
It's
for all the
possible.
crap that's being
And-
put out. I mean, and that's what it is. I'm not going to say shit, but I just did. But I'm saying crap to be nice. That's a nicer
keeping
word.
it classy.
Yeah, keeping it classy.
So just remember, what do we always say?
Elvis,
Elvis
fans,
Elvis fans matter.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.